Okay, so I'm going to make some apocalyptic tacos. In other words, probably what's ever left in the grocery stores right now. Hopefully they have some softer, moth-eaten. Oh, these are a little moth-eaten. Oh well. Um, First you want to turn on your oil, and you don't need a big pan. You just need a little pan because these are little corn tortillas. You can use flour tortillas, but they'll wind up being fairly chewy. And these will be fairly chewy. And you want to put spread safflower oil in the bottom of the pan. You want to coat it enough in there so that when you sink your corn tortilla in there, it's soaking. And then after this, I'll show you how to we'll put a corn in. And then it doesn't hurt to flip it over. Anyway, I did wash my hands before that. And you'll need 2 tools. You'll need a spatula and then just something else that's long. Either another spatula, spoon, whatever. But something fairly soft. And yeah, I did that again. Jesus. I keep on turning my back burner on and there's this big cast iron pot on it. So I'll just let you see how it's pretty much covered in the pan. Okay. Just want it really coated on both sides. You could use olive oil, but I don't know. I don't really like the way it tastes on a lot of foods unless it's Italian. I think it takes away. I'm gonna let this until this oil heats up. Ooh. This is the way I do it. If you have another way, make your own YouTube video. Anyway. Just letting it heat up a little bit. See if it's going to do anything. No, not yet. I'm going to get some sizzle in that pan. A little bit of sizzle before I sink it in. Faye, you're going to have to wait. So anyway, it's the apocalypse is only temporary. It's just a few weeks. So here, this is what it. Not everybody knows how to cook, so I'm showing some really basic stuff. Okay, so you see how it's getting that bubbling frying on there. That's what you want, okay? And then, when it starts to get like that, saw that, like it had that little bubbling on it, then you wanna start flipping the switch on it, and you wanna fold it in half over top of like your spoon, whatever it is, wooden spoon, whatever. And you got it on that side, okay? Yikes. Okay. And then get it on the other side. You can even open it up for a minute. Get that inside crisping up and cooking. And then fold it back over. I hope you can see this technique. This is really not a good technique right now. I advise like white tortilla chips because I think they're less crispy. They're a little, but hey, if you like yellow corn tortilla, that's okay too. Anyway, put that inside a little more. There we go. So half folded over like that, see? Doing it like that. Alright, now I'm going to turn back this heat because it's starting to smoke. Put this sucker aside. Okay? Maybe the next one will be easier because they're just going to watch me do the whole thing until the video runs out, until the memory runs out, until the battery runs out. So we want to cook both sides first, because I don't want it to be really like just one cooked in on one side. That's already folding over. I can't do it. Hold on. Gonna force it. Yeah. Maybe one will be a half taco. Here, come on, taco. Cooperate. Oh my god. Just be Pac-Man or something. Here you go. Oh, Jesus. Stop it. Oh, now, come now. Here we go. Here we go. Smooshing it down. Making it work. Alright. Okay. I think that worked. Look, I think it worked really well. Look. A little bit, they're softer than regular tacos, but I think you'll like them better. You know why? Because you made them yourself. This is about DIY. And nothing has to be perfect in the apocalypse. You can also do this camping, I might add. Although I wouldn't want to. Let's face it. A lot of people just make instant rice when they camp. But this is not so bad. Especially if you already have the tortilla shells made. But they are pretty simple to make. I'll do those another time. Because all you need is although, it's not as simple as you think. Or everybody would be making them all the time. Same with naan. There's effort that goes into all that stuff. So, pre-made tortillas are an option right now. I don't know. Maybe some weirdo is going to start hoarding all the freaking taco shells or something. Or all the Mexican ingredients. And none of the rest of us will be able to have them. And we'll have to make our own. So that's what this is about. Plus, I don't like the taste of manufactured tacos. So when I can, I make my own, or I just don't need them. And these are going to be plant-based tacos because I'm using what I have in my fridge. And I don't tend to eat meat. I mostly eat a plant-based diet, fairly vegan. Because, hey, I bet there's a lot of vegan products left on the shelf, so this could help you. Okay? And then, do that. And then, come on. I gotta turn this up a little bit. It's like not doing nothing. Come on, guy. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry. I have technical glitches because I just do all of this off my Samsung 8. So, what I decided I would do is do some beans and rice together rather than frying them up in the pan. I had a different vision earlier, and now I'm like, I want things different. So I want enough room in the pan to not fuck everything up. This is Mahatma yellow rice, and I think it comes with like a mild flavor in it. It's not hot or spicy at all. So if you want to add spices to it, you can. I don't know if I am or not, and I don't know if I'm going to drain these beans or not, because if they have a good, I think they have I think they're fine. I think this is good. And then, here we go. Here, I'll show you. So, if you want your rice to be sticky, from what I understand, it's like for every cup of rice, you have a cup of water, or equal amounts of rice and water. If you want it fluffier, you have 2 parts water and 2 parts rice. So if you have a half a cup of rice, you'd have a whole cup of water if you wanted it fluffy. But if you wanted it sticky, you would have a half a cup. If you had half a cup of rice, you would have a half a cup of water, as if you were making very little. But I don't measure anything, so I'm just pouring that water in until it covers everything and just boil the crap out of it. And it already has seasoning in it, so I'm not going to add much more to it because I think it's probably just mostly salty and like not too much of curry, but probably more paprika and stuff. And so I'm just going to swish that around. There's some flavor packet already in there. Just dump it, and it's not like minute rice, but or necessarily Uncle Ben's, but it cooks pretty fast. And I just want to, I like to fuck around with stuff, so I'd like it to taste a little bit like the rest of my food too. So I don't want it to be like touch of curry in there, touch of turmeric. I'd like it to taste like the corn. I want all those flavors to go together. Little onion is always good. I think they already have a lot of garlic in it, so I'm going to stay off that. It's yellow, so I think there's a lot of saffron in it. And so I'm going to add more paprika. And I'm going to add some chili powder because it's not very spicy, and I like things a little spicy. And again, you're a grown-up, or maybe you're not a grown-up, but you're a human being that can think for themselves. And so if I'm saying I like chili powder in mine, you don't have to put it in there. I'm not your dad. Okay, so we'll do that. I'm not anybody's mother. Let's see. Stir it up. Let it boil. Let it get to that boil. Yeah. It's going to take a little while. That lid on there. And then we're going to go into these. Now we have some oil left over from the last fry up we did for the tacos. So we're just going to take some of these. We're not going to take all of them. And I'll tell you why. Because if you take all of them, yes, if you take all of them, you won't have any tomorrow. You could do something different with these another day. So I'm just going to take some of them. Oh, this has a, ew. I don't want that anymore. I don't want any, I'm not interested in any pre-made anything. Ew. Ew. Okay. Spilled everywhere. I'm wasting film. I am wasting time. Everyone's time is being wasted. Oh my god. Yeah, I had an apocalypse in my kitchen. Anytime you put a lid on anything you're cooking, it speeds up the cooking. So you have to take it off occasionally and stir it. Unless, okay, so here we go. I only want these to cover like, you know what, these are stupid. They're like chicken nuggets. That's not what I wanted on my, oh well. So just deal with it. I thought they were going to be like crumbles. Instead, they're just disappointing. So, what's we got in here? We have broccoli in here. So I'm going to put some broccoli in there. Ooh, chicken and broccoli tacos. Gross. They'll all cook up. I don't know. Broccoli's still pretty cheap. Alright, so this has some safflower on the bottom. What I'm going to do is put some olive oil on the top. It's just going to need a lot of flavor now that I know what the hell's going on here. Just turn it on and get this fried up. Get this bitch fried up. Alright, there we go. Put a lot of onion. You know what? Let's put some real garlic this time. Because that'll help. Right? So, anyone know where my garlic smasher is? Oh. this out as a color. Oh my god, everything's becoming crazy now. Alright. Let me put things aside. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Cut. I'm not editing this. This is real life. All those things that I added to everything else, I'm adding along. And it's glorious. It's so simple. Ooh, that way all your food has similar flavors that go together. Tie them all together. Maybe leave one out, one in. So you don't get overwhelmed by them all. I think I'd like a little more chili in there. Yeah, I think it could be spicier. Okay. So with this, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't think they were going to be chicken McNuggets. Okay. But it's pissing me off already. Because I like this to have like a meat-like texture. What I would do, instead of these horrible chicken nuggets, I would get mushrooms, possibly pre-cooked lentils and then refry them, or some beans, like I wanted to begin with, like I should have done. It's a little late now. No, don't fall over the bun. Okay. I'm trying to think. You know, I might put these diced tomatoes in, but I don't want to use the whole thing. Maybe I'll use half in this and half in this. Just to amp up a little bit. I wonder if I have any more rice. I can have this a couple nights in a row. Oh, I have some long grain wild rice. There's all the extra seasoning. Put that in there. Put up some water. Oh wow. Fill it up. So it is going to need my can opener. There it is. It's a shitty can opener, by the way. So hopefully tonight it works. I don't know. Honestly, I read somewhere, and it might have been a study put out by the Tomato Can Company, and I don't sponsor or anything. But I'd love to. Hey, open up you stupid. Here we go. Tomato there. This is a lot less tomato than I thought it would. Here. That way, look, if you have chicken nuggets or some bullshit like that in your fridge, and that's all you could find at the store, maybe you could do this. I'm just saying. Or all you found was these horrible things. I didn't know they were chicken nuggets. I thought they were crumbles. But either way, let's just say that's all that's left. And you decided, hey, I gotta go plant-based for now. The apocalypse is coming. All they had left at Walmart was this. What am I gonna do? This is what you're going to do. You're gonna survive for the next 2 weeks on vegan cuisine with me. And fall down. Oh my god, it was epic. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I made a video on sticky rice. Yeah, I'm taking this off of it. It's a little too much. Yeah. Originally a little too much, guys. Alright. This hope that this doesn't taste like shit. Because I'm eating it anyway. But you know what? I have dogs too, so they'll eat on me if I don't like the taste of this stuff. So, I think it needs to dash with the taco. Just a dash. Yeah, evening it out a bit. Not too dry. I think I might mix this in with that and just make it easier for me to make the tacos to begin with. I don't know. It just depends. Let me show you what this smells good. But let me put a little bit of more water in. I'd like it to be underneath. I don't want it to be crunchy. I'd rather like it to be soupy than crunchy. But I don't think it will be. I think it's all cooked enough. I'm going to take a little piece of salad. I think these are like way crazy. I think they'll fit in there. That solves a lot of problems. Here, look at the mess I made on the stove. Alright, so I'm just mixing them all together. And this is still going to be cooking the rice a bit. Giving it some whatever. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let this set up for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm gonna test this rice right here in my mouth. So it's still fairly hard. So I'm gonna let that sit in there. It's chewy, but it's not chew through. So the center's still hard. So I'm gonna come back to that. Right now I'm gonna take a break because I've been cleaning the house up a bit. I haven't done any art. I've been making a pathway better. I think I had, like you might see on one of my other vlogs that I'll be doing in another vlog, this room is going to be getting done. So I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna watch some apocalyptic news because right now I've had on lilting background music. I'm gonna find out the date and time the world is supposed to end. And then I'll show you how to put together these apocalyptic tacos. Okay, so it's back to our apocalyptic tacos. Oh, because I'm just hungry. I don't even care if they're hard this time. And this shows you that not everybody's perfect. And I show it more than any other person on the planet from anything. So I'm a goof. What can I tell you? I'm not trying to be, like, I don't think I thought this through, but whatever. We're all in this together. We're going to do some things together. What I like to do with my tacos, and these are very crispy actually, but they have a little give at the bottom. That's kind of nice. And if they fall apart, I don't give a shit. So I'm just going to shove the greens in. I put the greens on the bottom instead of the top because they always fall out the other way. Oh no, it broke. Okay, whatever. This will catch the bottom if stuff starts falling out. You can still sandwich it. This one's a little too crispy. I so ruined everything. I'm telling you, the white tortilla flour. No. White corn. Yeah. I think they go a little softer sometimes. And then I like to put the cheese at the bottom because then it melts instead of falling off like the other retarded ways that people tell you to make tacos. I guess those are better for Instagram photos or something, or restaurants, they make it look good, but then everything has to involve a knife today. So I get the cheese on. This is not real cheese. This is veggie cheese. It tastes the same. If you get the shredded kind, it's not horrible. And I still have my corn in the oven, and I'll film that a little bit later. And now we're gonna add this stuff, the filling. You see it? See, it's all soaked up. That's a can of, if you want the recipe, it's roughly half a can of tomato sauce, a whole can of tomato sauce. But you fry that up with the meat filler, and you cook the rice with the beans. And I showed it all to you. You can rewatch it. I'm not telling you. I don't remember. I cook spontaneously sometimes. So I'm going to freeze all this, to be honest. I missed out on that the last couple times. I should have froze stuff. So, let me... I'm going to put this right now, like right this second. I'm not going to let it sit or anything. I don't want it to spoil. I might want a little bit later, or I might want to share it. Probably not. But I want some for tomorrow. This I'm just going to put in the freezer. That way I have it later. And trust me, the rice will not be dry. And so I just have a little bit left over. I'm going to have to wash out another container. Put it in. I'm going to put it in this container, which is a cinnamon sugar container. But I can make another one of those. This will actually be good tomorrow. Cinnamon and sugar in it. Sweet. Not everybody will want to do this stuff. I happen to like cinnamon and sugar. And with a little bit of rice and beans, it can give a really sweet flavor in them. Especially if I eat it in the morning. Give it a stir. I used 2 packs of Mahatma's rice. One was wild rice, and one was yellow rice. And they came pre-flavored, but I showed you what seasonings I put in them. And, ooh, that does taste good. So I cooked some things separately. I cooked a half. I'll give you the rough estimations. I cooked like a half a pack of veg chicken nuggets and a half a pack of broccoli with a half a can of, let me put this away, with a half a can of tomato sauce. Not tomato sauce, diced tomatoes. Diced stewed tomatoes, and some of those come pre-flavored too. And so I put the other half of the can in 2 bags of Mahatma rice, 1 wild, 1 yellow, and then I seasoned the shit out of everything. And there was also a can of black beans, Goya black beans. And some more. I'm gonna put this away. I want to put away the this because I don't want it to get broken. And I want to put away the tortilla because I don't want to get so I'll do a tasting. Show you how to eat it. Like, I don't think anyone actually know how to eat, but I'll show you. Maybe you don't. Maybe you never ate a taco before. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess this up too. And maybe I will care. Alright, so I'm going to take the littlest one. Because I really don't like to eat on camera. Haha. It stayed together. Haha. So. I could use a little salt. Oh, I forgot the taco seasoning. So, anyway, I keep on getting interrupted. Anyway, as I was saying before, incredibly cheap are like raw taco shells, and they're in the same aisle where I get all my cheap herbs and spices in nice sizes for a good price. And you can probably find some of this stuff at the dollar store. Hopefully, if you know what, use the supplies you have too. But if you can get a hold of these, I'll try to make some corn tortillas next time from scratch. But I've never done that before, so I have to practice that some. So go to the other video for the end of the world corn, or out of this world corn, because it's freaking delicious. Do you want to see it cooking? So that'll give you the, see? It smells good. It'll give you encouragement to watch the next video. That'll be like tomorrow. Alright. Bye-bye. Oh, have a magical day. Because, and like, everybody's on edge, including me. And I'm not a perfect person, so I like I freak out about stuff sometimes. And, I think I have a problem. I think the apocalypse has come, and I'm a little nutty sometimes. So I'm going to forgive everybody else. And I'm not going to, like, be pissed at everyone the whole time. But I got threatened today. And they learned real quick that I'm not going to put up with shit. Just say it. So, yeah. I have another vlog that I'm doing is, like, stuff I'm doing during the apocalypse, because I have a lot of home projects going and tasks to achieve. But so right now I'm gonna enjoy these apocalyptic tacos and wait for the end of the world corn because it's delicious.